we're off. Yeah?
That's fine.
Okay, so you got your green light back on now, you switch that switch on.
Yeah.
So you know it's on. Okay, we'll just...
Do you want the top one on or not?
No, that's the water.
Okay.
I'll leave the water
Okay,
switch
that
off.
then, yeah.
Okay, that's it, just shut that up. Okay, close the outside. Right, so the room heater on electric, so you've got 3 options of wattage. So if you imagine like a 3-bar fire,
Yes.
so you've got 500, 1000 or 2000 watts. Obviously 2000 being the warmest. The off is centre there. You've got 2000 at the top, 500, 1000 at the bottom. You've got a thermostat here. Obviously set it to 9, and obviously that's the hottest it's going to be. If you set it to 1 and you're wondering why the caravan's still cold, like I've had it in the past where the kids have been playing with it.
Yeah.
Why is it not hot? I'll put it on 2000. It's just because your thermostat isn't wound all the way up. Okay. So that's your electric side of heating. Okay. Your fire will also obviously do gas. So which is the right hand control here. To light it, all you do just turn it, press it down, and hold it there until it fires up. If you heard it fired up then. If you look down that window there, roughly at that angle, you should be able to see a flame.
The blue,
Yeah?
It's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously the gas is obviously a lot more efficient, chucking out heat.
Yes.
But electric is still quite good. You know, I've been away in February before now and just managed to run it on the electric. It takes a while to warm up, but once it warms up, obviously it stays quite snug unless someone leaves the door open and all the cold air comes blasting in. Okay, on your left hand side here is your fan. Okay, you can run the fan on the gas side of it or the electric side of it, or on its own as just an air circulator.
Yes.
Okay, if you notice it's got vents at the front and the back, and it's got a one in the bathroom as well. So if you want warm air to push through there, you need to have your fan on. Another good reason for having the fan on is it doesn't allow the heater to overheat. Okay, so you've got option in the centre is off. To the right is automatic. Okay, so what that does, that runs on the thermostat. So it starts off slowly until it warms up, and then the speed will increase. The other side is manual, and you've got the control there to control the speed of it. Okay, so always have some kind of fan on. You'll want even just to push the hot air through the vents. Yeah. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
We'll revisit that. There's a lot to take in with that one.
The main thing that you're going to damage, you've got the fridge.
This is your domain now, sir.
You can't go seeing that now.
Well, I have to.
Oh, my wife tells me that it's her holiday as well, and exactly. Yeah. Okay. So at the moment you're running on electric on your fridge. Okay. So that switch there is off. That switch to there is electric. That switch there is battery, but it's not your leisure battery. That's actually running off your vehicle when you're connected up.
That's when you're travelling.
And when you're travelling, yeah.
That's to keep the beer cool on the journey.
Yeah,
when
that's it. Yeah. The thing is, it will not cool the fridge down. Okay, on that setting.
No.
All it will do is maintain the temperature. So if you, depending on if you can store it at home and connect it up.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you can plug the electric in, then run it say overnight or 24 hours, and cool the fridge down.
Yeah.
So obviously disconnect before you travel, then put it to the battery setting. So as soon as your engine starts, if it's connected, then it'll maintain that temperature. Okay. The gas side of it is there. You can see that light flashing now. So it's got auto ignite on it. So what you have to do to ignite it is press that in, which is allowing the gas in. You just have to wait for it to. There we go. So as soon as the light stops flashing, that means the gas is lit. Okay. If I release that now and it starts flashing again, it obviously hasn't fired up. So all you do is just push it back in again until the light goes out.
And there again, you'd run it on the electric hookup.
Yeah, most of the time people do. I'm the same. I'll run it on electric. Obviously, if you go to either rallies or if you go to the CL sites and things like that, you know, the small 5 pitches, or whatever. Some have electric. You know, quite a few have electric now, I think. But so all you do is just run fight as the same with your boiler. Fight up on gas every now and again, because obviously it makes it harder. Just thought, well, that's getting warm in. I just realised the fire's right behind me. Okay, happy with the fridge?
Yeah. Yep,
good. Cooker, which is fairly straightforward. You've got a 12-volt igniter there. Okay, you've obviously got your rings. The thing is that you've got a safety switch on your lid, okay, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll just fire these up. Okay, so what happens, it cuts there, he says. There we go.
Oh, right.
So if it's not lighting, Make sure that is fully back. Because we've had it before now. People have stopped up on side, and the lid's been about there somewhere, and it won't light.
Yeah.
It's just because it's got a safety device on it. You've got to make sure it's pushed all the way back. Okay. Your grill. So you got your grill pan inside. Okay. Always, obviously, operate that with the door open. And open. Okay.
Yep.
And inside here, we've got individual appliance taps, so you can see that down on this side of the wall here.
Yep.
Okay, inside here you've got a little info note to say what they're connected, so they're colour coded. All individual appliances are down there. You don't need to turn any of them off. Okay, if you always obviously turn the gas off on the top of the cylinder. If you do smell gas over here, open doors, windows, and get out and turn it off at the cylinder. You don't need to turn them off. Okay, the reason why I show you them is if it comes in for service and they're testing individual appliances, they may leave them switched off. So if you're trying to light the cooker and it's not lighting just after a service, just checking there it's in the correct position.
Right.
Okay. And obviously make sure that it's cool before you put the lid down as well.
Yeah.
The risk of shattering it. Right. So bathroom. Obviously the toilet. Right. So we got opening. Okay, so that the wastegate I was talking about, if you're trying to pull your waste container out,
Yes.
it's got to be in that position, so shut. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's open. If it's opening like that, you're not going to, you could damage something trying to get it out.
Okay.
Okay. Also, to flush it, all you do is just press that down. So we've got electric flush. As long as obviously you've got flush, you've got your pink and your water in that flush container. Obviously, it'll flush that there.
And is that off mains or 12 volt? That
That's 12 volt. 12 volt. Yeah. Everything runs on 12 volt system. So you imagine if you didn't have electric hookup,
right?
that's why that's why it has a battery on these things. Okay. Also, if you see there's that indicator in the front face there, look.
Yeah.
That's for I was talking about that float that was inside there, inside the waste tank. That's the indicator there to say if it's full or not.
Okay.
Normally, if you open the hatch, you can see how full it is anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that just gives you an indication how full it is.
Is the lighting, is that 12 volt and all through
Yeah.
the transformer?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, just switch that off. You might have the couple two in the corners. Yeah, they're
on the mains.
They're actually on the mains. Yeah. Okay, so obviously if you're not on mains and they're not working, so that's the reason why. Okay. Right. I think that's all the main parts of how things work. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Other things obviously is bed.
You could show us that
Yeah.
one. I mean, I think
It is.
you've really played with this one before.
Yeah, that one's. What you tend to do is these ones, like with mine, I tend to put these in the centre, and then put these ones to the outside.
Okay.
I tend to flick them over because you see that it's got a bit of a hump in it.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is like a bed like that does, that does that. So I tend to flick these over upside down, so the lumpy bit goes to the head and the feet, and then these just wedge in the centre. Okay, happy with that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Table just pulls out, doesn't it? I think.
That's it. Just pulls out and just
come back the
flicks
other way.
over.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, so you got a nice little table there for when you don't want to get the whole thing of getting the big table out. What's that one? Oh, that's an off one. Oh no, I didn't look at this one before. Obviously that's the CD bit. That's it. There we go. There we're in. I expect that to be tune in. Yeah, so you got tune up and down there. Look.
Yep.
And the off button is this one here. So that one does off, and it also does auxiliary, so you can plug an MP3 player in there as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And obviously tuner. I think that one's off. Is that one switching back on? Or is that one switching back on? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, so it's that one's. It just says off on it. It doesn't say on. It says off. So is that it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously you can take the front off it for security. That one.
Yeah. What's in here out the way, is it normally?
Yeah. Yeah. So you know we've got a storage.
Because my idea was, if we weren't going to use it, then that could stay at home and it saves weight, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's very similar to the pull out, obviously, in that one over
The
there.
other one, yeah.
just pulls out to that. That's it. And then you have got inside your
Cupboard.
there's some packing pieces, packing cushions. Or
They
something.
literally just fill the gaps.
Yeah,
up
they
and
just
that's
fill
it.
the gap up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because someone can be so complicated. You getting a motorhome. Nightmare, some of them. Absolute nightmare. Because they're trying to pack things into a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nearly impossible to figure out how they do it. Just slide back.
They had a neat job of that in the end. That looked a mess when we come to see it. So we
Yeah.
dropped something on it.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, that's
Something
another,
had fallen over here.
yeah, that's another important thing. Don't put any switch there, obviously, which is just by the door.
Yeah.
The awning light. There's also a switch on there, look. Okay, so if you're storing anything in there, it may knock that switch.
Light, right.
Yeah, so if you're going that and it's nothing's happening,
Yeah.
just have a check inside there and just make sure that switch hasn't been knocked.
Right.
Okay?